My brother goes out every day, I'm afraid that he will not return. Afraid that even after Dr. King's speech, people are still discriminated. Is it a cliche?
That even in the year 2018, people are still scared of KKK?
Is it a cliche that the government claimed to have laws against racism, but defended a racist group in their rights to protest?
Talk about hypocrisy.
Is it a cliche
that our so-called president is allowed to throw racial slurs? That because I'm a black girl, I am not allowed to be smart and only care about boys and when next to do my nails?
Tell me, is it a cliche that we claim to be interventionists, but our leader is building a wall around us, throwing out people who seek refuge in us? Is it a cliche
that a police officer is allowed to shoot at a man 16 times and still not be charged for murder?
R.I.P. Laquan McDonald.
That a young girl is found dead in the refrigerator and a case closed without the murderer in jail?
Is it a cliche that when I tell my friends that you can be trafficked and still be living with your parents, they look at me like I am a joke?
Where did all our values and morals go to? We abandoned the church because apparently our priests are raping children.
And because we abandoned the church, did we abandon our faith as well? That we are slowly losing everything that defines us. That every day it gets harder and harder to achieve the American dream.
That our kids are no longer taught the value of education. Day after day, kids are dropping out when there are kids in other parts of the world that will kill to receive free education.
So we dare to ask these dreadful questions, these topics that we refuse to address. America, where are your values? Where are your faith? Are we really interventionists, or is that just a word to hide the fact that we're crooks? To hide the fact that we're not perfect? To hide the fact that we need to change in order to help change other countries? America, home of the free, land of the brave, is it really just a cliche?
Everybody give it up for the team from Academy Park's first performance, and make some noise for SLA Center City. Make some noise for SLA Center City.
My name's Stella. This is my first time.
Hi, my name is Zoe. This is my first time.
My name's Elena. This is also my first time.
The bright light shines on my face, tilted slightly so it's easier for them to target my hidden shame. I'm interrogated like a criminal, but my lips stay shut. Because I know that even if I say anything, I will still be blamed. Because to them, my skirt, too short, and my legs, too bare. #MeToo.
They would finally have their voice. Justice would be had for the hurt they had felt.
Hashtags and protests and women coming forward, telling their stories to protect one another.
People were fired.
Companies apologized.
We were finally marching forward.
And then we stopped.
The women were forgotten, lost in a sea of white roses and black dresses. Our chance for change became a TMZ cover story.
The worn-down sneakers of hurt souls were replaced with high heels marching down red carpets.
Celebrities were extolled for the one time they told of a man crippling their confidence as a woman.
While the real victims were left to live in fear against the monster creeping outside their door.
#MeToo. I stare blankly at the television in front of me. Changing the channel, suddenly Emma Watson and Tracy Ellis Ross smile down at me wearing gorgeous black gowns. I began to shake with anger, and tears fall from my tired, dried eyes, hidden under a blanket of crumbs and greasy hair. I don't even remember the last time I showered. My remote flies out of my hand and into the screen. The glass shatters.
Hashtag me too. As a self-identified female, I will stand here and tell you that sexual assault is not okay.
As a teenager, I will say that this affects my generation every day.
And as a human being, I will raise my voice until these words echo to the end of every hallway. Just because one battle is being fought does not mean the rest of us can stop fighting. Because even though one speech told us that time is up, the clock is still ticking.
Fantastic. Keep it going for CRISTO Ray. CRISTO Ray.
Hello, my name is Simone.
Hi, my name is Leona. They say life is a test, but it's more like a dream. So vivid and clear one moment, then blurry and mystified the next. You think you can do anything just to have that feeling taken away from you in an instant. Okay. You got it. Oh, okay. You think that you can do anything, and you'll jump, skip, hop, hurl, bend, flip, twist, and twirl over anything in your way, just to find out that those same obstacles will make you fall face first in a pit full of hurt, tears, and depression. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Oh my God. Okay. Because of that, some days we are stricken with a face full of salty heartbreaks, betrayal, and grief
falling
down our faces. Life isn't an easy ride nor a trip through hell. It's an experience. So if you're lucky enough to hold it, keep a hold of it, because once it's gone, you'll never get it back.
In a city where too many people die, I've become accustomed to wearing RIP t-shirts.
Teddy bears and candles line the streets in place of people who used to be there.
But before I experienced it in the streets, I experienced it in my own home. Death is the worst feeling imaginable. It's the feeling of total emptiness. It's like having the time of your life, and then all of a sudden, you're falling into a deep, dark hole.
And you'll never quite find your way out.
It'll leave you broken, but soon you will emerge, and you will begin to see the finer things in life. It will be like the calm after a storm. Yes, losing someone you love is tough, and yes, it will hurt, but there's always a light at the end of a tunnel.
When dealing with life and death, only the strong survive, because in a city where too many people die, we don't take the time to appreciate life.
Give it up for CRISTO Ray, everybody. And keep it going for the team from Yes Philly.
My name is Sean, and it's my first time.
My name is India, and this is my second time.
My name is Morgan, and this is my first time.
Loyalty is how a dog feels about its human. It's the way a mother's love sticks by a child's side, even if they chose path right or left. It is what you live by and can't deny. Loyalty is in our blood, it's in our hearts, it's in our souls. You can't be loyal to someone if you are not loyal to yourself. If you deny who you are, if you deny who they are, if you deny who we are, two people, two stories, many struggles, one love, our lives. Loyalty is a trait you can teach, but it's your choice if you want to be loyal to me. Because some people had the trait of the slithering snake, but you just have to pray and let God lead the way. Loyalty is in our blood, it's in our hearts, it's in our souls.
Loyalty is something you can't see. Everybody competes to see where their loyalties lie. So understand me when I pour out my heavy heart. I'ma start and we can finish this together. Be loyal forever, be by my side together and forever. Being loyal is an alternate high, don't take it away from mine. It's too hard to just say goodbye. I can't deny that I love that high. Man, I must really love that high. Be my dog, be my bro, be my sis, my lover, best friend, or whatever. Maybe even my family too. Just be loyal. Man, I'm not even going to tell you what to do. It's just something I asked for, all I ever asked for. I'll fight for loyalty, but is it even worth fighting for? Loyalty, I'll go to the grave with my loyalty. But I gotta come to reality, you know, everybody won't do it for you.
Loyalty is in our blood, it's in our hearts, it's in our souls.
Loyalty is a person's bond with another, but it's hard to find when you look for it in the wrong people, the wrong places, or the wrong moments. Using us, breaking trust, misguiding us, never let anyone's mistakes hold power over. Even family. Never let family, be they blood or bond, bring you down. Hold it down for them only when they hold it down for you.
'Cause they say blood is thicker than water, but that don't mean much. When the blood runs dry, when the blood runs dry, when the blood runs dry.
All right, now give it up for Yes Philly, everybody. Our final team of the first round. By the way, I'm loving your energy. I'm loving your energy. Give it up for Constitution, everybody. The team from Constitution.
Hi, I'm Fiona.
Hi. And I'm Riley.
What do I look like to you?
Quiet.
Unassuming.
Girl.
Sorry, can we start over?
Yeah.
What do I look like to you?
Small.
Unassuming.
Girl. Quiet.
Girl. Sad. Little girl.
Not worth wasting your time on.
Kinda girl. Just a girl.
For the first 5 years of my life, I didn't utter a peep. I guess I knew from jump what happened to little girls who speak too much,
Too loud, too bold, too proud, too anything but quiet.
that we had to be silent, pretty little dolls tucked away in the corner to be seen, not heard. So instead, I let my sister speak for me. I let her take upon the burden, not only hosting her voice, but mine. I was the good daughter, and she, the troublemaker. We both resent me for it.
I was the good girl, only speak when spoken to kind of girl. How pretty you are when you keep your mouth shut. Shut yourself out, close the blinds, only open them at the right time. Stay low, your voice is unbecoming of you. You are pretty, so stay pretty, because pretty is the best of you. I sit cross-legged not to take up any space, contort my body into the smallest possible shape because people hate little girls like me. So they tell us, stay low, keep your head down. We don't want to hear a peep out of your mouth, little girl.
You talk too much and too loud, little
girl. Nobody wants to deal with an unruly little girl.
An unchecked
Little girl who don't know her place in this world.
Nowadays, my mama says you wouldn't know an indoor voice if it punched you in the face. Keep your voice down. But Mom, I'm just making up for lost time and a lifetime of staying quiet, of being everybody's favorite rag doll to play with, to manipulate and do as they wish. But not anymore.
Who cares if you hate little girls like me? Listen to my obnoxious laugh because it is filled with joy. Watch me sit, however, because I won't ever bend. Not for you, because I will play by my own rules. Hear me speak because my words are just as valid, so I won't hide anymore.
I wish I could tell that little girl, don't be afraid to use your own voice.
That you matter, you are important, you will be seen and heard. The world isn't ready for me, for you, or us, but this is only the beginning, little girl.
Okay, Constitution. Okay, Constitution. '90-second round, lightning round, lightning round. Let's welcome up the team from CRISTO Ray. Lightning round, 90-second poems, 90-second poems.
Hey, my name is Ashari. It's my second time.
Hey, my name is Chloe. This is my first time.
Take your time.
I want you to wake up out of your coma.
Up out of your daydream.
Just come back to reality.
We were both supposed to jump in the Dead Sea together, but you pulled out your parachute and left me to die.
So stop telling me that everything is okay. Like you don't know that your heart is artificial, like off-brand Kool-Aid.
Oh.
Forcing us to. More like forcing us to fall in love. Oh, I got this. No, that's the next trial. I'm sorry. Shit. I mean, my fault. I mean, it's more like you're making me fall. I mean, us fall down into that sea, float. I mean, drown and disappear. I mean, shoot, look at you. You're making us become blue.
You became a product of the devil's work, cheating on lovers and lying.
Don't you feel your heart peeling and disappearing and just falling apart? Like, don't you feel it? I mean, don't it feel like when the wind blows the flowers, flower petals, forcing them to float and disappear?
Love is just like that one rose we keep climbing mountains for, but constantly falling because we think it's worth it.
I mean, because it is worth it, because eventually we'll be able to glorify, grasp, and understand the beauty within it. Too bad we can't talk about all that love type stuff because you shattered our love. Because you shattered our love. I mean, look. I know. It's all right.
Willing to do things over and over for perfection.
You found attention because she gave it to you, but like, I tried to give you all of mine.
Screw perfection.
I want to be great.
I want to be amazing.
We want and will be everything you chose not to be for us.
Give it up for CRISTO Ray. Give it up for CRISTO Ray. It takes a lot to be up there. Give it up to CRISTO Ray. And keep that energy going for SLA Center City.
I'm Marin. I'm Mia. I've been wading through this swamp for 16 years.
The air is damp and suffocating.
Mosquitoes nip at my bare ankles as I run.
Scrambling over brambles.
I push aside hanging vines, looking for something I will never find. A relationship. My quest for love is never ending, always following a broken compass.
Thorns prick at my throat, loneliness creeping up like a cold.
Love and I are like NyQuil and DayQuil, never taken together.
I constantly call out for someone to love, but it only ricochets back as croaks.
Just an ugly bullfrog ribbiting out with no love returned.
I slink around like a snake,
sneaking my way through locked hands,
watching fireflies spark love in circles, dulling everything in comparison.
At night is when the loneliness sinks in.
Amid lonely winds comes a sound, perched up on the treetops, a wise owl coos. Who will love me? Who?
This lulls me to sleep, and I find comfort among these darkened trees.
In the end, we love this swamp.
This is the only home we've ever known. Sometimes I see the glimmer of a horizon on these murky brown waters.
And the cacophony of creatures living in unison almost sounds like a song.
Almost.
Give it up for SLA Center City. Next up in the lightning round, the team from Constitution.
African American. Now, don't that sound strong? African American, AKA Africans raised by massa in America. Restricted the Pan-African accents through human trafficking, cut grass for petty cash and got hit like Cassians, got whipped for actions, got whipped for asking what happened to my ancestors when their ashes scattered but still left in passions, left us a captive, in need of freedom like privileged children in need of the latest fashion, sponsored by the Kardashian. I'm no more than a caption. I'm no more than hashtag Black Lives Matter is all lives flashing before all eyes. Impose sanctions. South versus North Side impose hatred. Them so anxious to put us into pavements are in front of a plaintiff where we don't know basics, we don't know knowledge, we don't know savior. I got your attention. I got you to listen. You write the book, but we serve the sentence. We sit in jails while you sit in binges. We sit in corners, you sit in binges, you spending bigger. My skin is trending, but we played the victim. Stitch us the stigmas that made us descendant of Mr. 666 himself. Even Cole labeled as born sinners, but black is Kool-Aid made from lemons that life gave us. The best of a bad situation, but never lacking sugar. No wonder they want to taste it as lemonade. No wonder they trying to claim individual braids as if minds didn't communicate through designs in each other's hairlines. Run it back, run it back, run it back. I got this. I'm snapping, my fault. Damn, I really forgot. Say no. Come on, man, I got this. Yo. What's that last one? I'm not about to leave y'all hanging. I know I got this. No wonder they tried to, no wonder social media makes way for gangbangers, but gangbangers can make bangers through entertainment and y'all hate it because life gave us lemons and y'all just listen to my lemonade.
Give it up for Constitution, everybody. Yeah. And keep it going for Academy Park. Academy Park coming on up.
My name is Samir Blackwell, a.k.a. Do-Rag, and this is my first time.
Hey!
We are Poetic 101, one voice, one heart, one mind. Oh, Do-Rag, where are you at? I need you to please save me. Without you, I will no longer be wavy. And I know I shouldn't tell this, but sometimes my brush gets jealous because my head's a stool, treated as a do-rag's pedestal. I, better fool, wouldn't understand. A younger man will become a fan by seeing how we make the world spin together. If you're not wavy, then whatever. You're my right hand, you're my go-to. No one understands your beauty until they own you. I'm prone to neglection, but you're known for perfection. And you're there every night, through every fight, sitting there like, I'll bet he right about me eventually. And here it is, more than a mention. See how we go together like peanut butter and chocolate. Me without you is a pilot without a cockpit. And me putting anything else on my head is like a square in a circular hole. It does not fit.
Give it up for Academy Park. Our last team of the lightning round, the team from Yes Philly. Give it up for Yes Philly, everybody.
Hi, my name is Paris, and this is my first time. We are human, though we see ourselves in fractions of what we truly are. We're more powerful than we could possibly imagine. Yet we cling to our weaknesses, and we are addicted to our own limitations. We hurt, we cry, we hate, and we need every bit of it. We are so beautiful. We fall in love, we lust, we laugh. We live our lives like summer nights, all too short. We stay young even as our bodies age. We ball our fists in rage, though we find strength in open palm. Our hearts are pure. They make music, a beautiful beat, too deep, too unique to put on any musical number on any sheets. The ink stains our skin. We care. We're so immense and even more intense. We enjoy. We dread. We're scared of letting go. We wear our scars like precious jewelry. Although they don't always go on the outside. We believe. We are fragile. We are passionate. We are shallow. Every hour of our lives is like a fleeting moment in the finality of our reality. We are selfish. We are resilient. We wage war on everything and leave nothing. We cry out during crime, but it's the peaceful times that make us blind. We are crazy, an undeniable insanity in this world. We are so very weak. We want to be brave. We want to survive, but ask us if we care why.
Give it up for Yes Philly, y'all. Give it up for Yes Philly. Fantastic. We're going into our third and final round. And we're going to welcome them back up, the team from Academy Park.
My name's Kayla, and this is my first time.
Yeah.
I'm here to represent Poetic 101, one voice, one heart, one mind.
She said, everybody else, get your chant game up. Every other school, get your chant game up. I see you, Academy Park.
We open on two best friends, one girl, one boy. Girl and boy share birthday party. Girl and boy hope for superheroes, pray for superheroes. Boy gets superhero. Girl gets doll. Boy gets science kit. Girl gets makeup. Years later, boy says you're ugly. Girl says screw you. Mom says girls don't curse, be quiet, be ladylike. But what does it mean to be ladylike? See, being ladylike is not speaking until you're spoken to and doing what you are told. It's being taught at a young age to look for a husband. Being ladylike is starving yourself, making yourself a china plate so fragile the wind may break your bones. It's contorting your ribs under metal bars so tight a mouse's sneeze could make it burst, because no man will ever love you if you don't look like the models in those pictures. Coke bottle silhouette, unproportioned to reality. Guys pipe us up, but the minute we feel confident, we get knocked down. See, we are told that if a boy is mean to you, that means he likes you. This twisted lesson later turned into confusion by a young woman who fell in love with a man who was the kraken in the sea of her insecurities, pulling her down deeper, deeper, deeper into the black abyss that is her internal thoughts and herself. So we look for what we want to hear in pop bands that don't even know we exist, just for the slightest taste of gratification. These songs on constant replay, telling me things I should know every day. Beautiful is more than a word to say. Screw that, you are beautiful. But don't let them know you know. Just stay quiet in your corner and don't you cry unless it's in your room over your boys, because you will never be a superhero. So always be that doll.
Academy Park. Academy Park. Oh, snap. Good, 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 good. Now, because of the weather, we have a couple teams in group pieces where one group member had to go home. So we only have a few teams in this round. So we have two more teams left. I need you to give it up like they're the first team in the slam. CRISTO Ray. Welcome CRISTO Ray up. Lots of energy. Y'all.
Hi, my name is Erica.
Hi, I'm Alana.
Here lies the bodies of the teenagers who's been heartbroken. We were the ones who were trusted with sharing their stories. This is their final will and testament.
I almost drowned once. I saw the way the sun kissed the bottom and wanted to be kissed too, so I let myself sink.
Drowning in the deepest depths of the sea, trying to get to the air, grabbing onto nothingness. You never gave me anything to hold on to, and I gave you too much.
But my heart was never enough.
I gave you the sound of wedding bells, written vows of I do. I gave you a future of us because you forced me to.
I planned my life around you, filled myself up with you, felt my world being swallowed by you.
I cracked myself open so you could see how far the darkness in me went.
I spread my heartstrings so you could see how beautiful you looked that night.
But you wanted to see more. You wanted me to please your appetite for mental illness, how sick of you.
How obsessive of you.
And now, after everything is gone, all I could think of was why. Why did I love you?
And I never loved myself. Decided it was better to endure your torture because at least your words made me feel something. And each syllable punched holes in my chest, but you held my hand and kissed me on nights when my insecurities won.
I never wanted that for you. I never wanted you to have the taste of the sour taste of loneliness. But my demons, God, they loved you. Loved you like you were me. Loved you just like they loved tormenting me.
God, they loved you the way the sun loves to boil my tears and burn holes into my eyes.
They wanted you to show you what depression felt like.
They wanted you to feel my hunger, the way my stomach turns when you walk into a room. I hated talking to you, and you hated my silence because you knew my silence was always me fighting. The way I fight to get out of bed every morning and go to school because you made my only home feel like a war zone.
But the battle against you was anything but silent. I could hear my tears hit the bathroom floor at 4 a.m.
I can hear the way my heart pounds in my ears when someone says your name. I can hear your heart calling out for me. I can hear the poems you left on stage for me. You know, the ones that tore my name into pieces. But I guess that was punishment for leaving you in pieces.
We are no longer.
But we hope that this poem fills the void that we
left by words we did not say. We hope that this poem reaches you. We hope that maybe, just maybe,
you're happy with your new girlfriend that you can't stop mentioning.
Audience, give it up for the poets. Give it up for the poets. CRISTO Ray. And let's welcome up our final team, the team from Constitution.
My name is Tajay. I thought my life was over that day. That everything I worked so hard to achieve in my life had been snatched from me by the woman who gave me life, a life I never asked to have. I just felt that life wasn't worth living anymore. Hopelessness crept into my grandmother's home and made itself a home in my self-esteem, which anchored it. Childhood memories broke the dam I created to hold them back. They flooded my mind and poured down my face. I began to drown in 12 years worth of tears as my 6-year-old self was resurrected. My hands clutching onto pieces of my own heart, desperately attempting to repair it. But what's so good about picking up the pieces just to have my masterpiece decimated by my mother? But sometimes it be your own people, so I had enough. Years of having my destiny dictated by another being. I was determined to regain control and take back what was rightfully mine, my life. I grew numb. Vertigo took over me as mind and body seemingly disconnecting. It grew darker as the sounds of her voice echoing in my mind overpowered my will to move forward. Minutes began to feel endless in anticipation for death's arrival. Suddenly, I couldn't breathe. Oxygen failed to enter my lungs as the oxy set in. My hands were shaking. As I typed the words, I couldn't do this anymore. My lips quivered. As I had realized what I had done, I laid still. With my arms folded over my chest to feel my heart's final beats, I was at peace. Sorry. Although motionless, the only movements came from the corners of my mouth to form a sick smile. I wasn't sad. I was actually content with the fact that I will never see the light of day again until the sun rose the next morning, and it was beautiful.
Give it up for the poet, everybody. Give it up. A lot of brave poetry going up today. A lot of brave poetry going up today.